What's tequila known as if it's not produced in the state of Jalisco? Well, we're going to tell you today, and so much more too.
We're visiting an historic distillery in the state of Sinaloa, which produces an artisanal premium spirit which cannot legally be called tequila. This family-run estate is only about 30 minutes from the beach.
We're Fiona and Jerry from acoupleofdrifters.com.
We've been traveling long-term for over 3 years on a budget of $15 each per day. And we have some free tequila. Excuse me, Blue Agave.
Blue Agave. Cheers.
Chin chin. Today we're taking a day trip to the Los Osuna Blue Agave Distillery, located about a half hour from Mazatlan.
We've come here to see the actual harvesting of Blue Agave. Now, this typically happens between February and May. However, it is dependent upon when the humidors deem the conditions to be just right. Today we'll also give you a brief overview in the production of this award-winning small batch spirit. So why can't it be called tequila? Well, the term tequila receives global recognition and protection under the tequila designation of origin.
In order to be called tequila, the spirit must hail from a specific geographical region, in this case, the state of Jalisco. And this includes some limited municipalities in 4 other Mexican states. Sinaloa is not one of those, hence the term Blue Agave.
So we're here at Los Osuna, and this is where we get to try our complimentary shot, which is included in the admission price. The admission price is 50 pesos per person, and for that 50 pesos you get a tour of the facility. You can actually have your tour in English if you want, and you also get 2 complimentary.
2 of them, 2 complimentary. So 50 pesos that's like $3 for a tour, and 2 free shots and 8 right here.
Yeah.
So that's an astounding value, I think. If you want to come out here on a bus independently, it's very easy to do, and the fare is 40 pesos. That's $2. For more information on Los Osuna Distillery and how to contact them for tours, we've left a link to our blog article in the description down below.
The humidors are the workers who harvest the blue agaves. The plants are harvested between the ages of 7 and 10 years old. During our visit, the crew are harvesting 150 blue agaves on that day alone. The humidors use a koa de hema to remove all of the outer leaves of the plant. Only the heart is left, which is known as the piña. Ideally, piñas weighing 35 kilos and up are preferred, which isn't surprising considering it takes 12 kilos just to make 1 litre of product. Back at the distillery, the piñas are halved and destemmed. They're then cooked for 48 hours by steam heat in 140-year-old in-ground brick ovens.
After the 48-hour cooking process, this is what the piña looks like. The flesh becomes stringy, fibrous, juicy, and surprisingly sweet. When you suck the juice out of the cooked piña, it's got this burnt sugar, molasses, kind of sweet potato taste to it.
So after the piñas are cooked, they're pressed to extract the liquid sugar. These days a modern press is used, but years ago they used to use a tahona, which was a stone wheel that was pulled by donkeys or mules. After the juices are extracted, they're placed in wooden tanks for 5 days with the locally developed yeast. Apparently, yeast and sugar like a little ambience and mood, so the whole fermentation process is set to a backdrop of classical music known as the Mozart method. So after fermentation, the product goes through 2 rounds of distillation. The first round is in stainless steel stills, and the second round is in traditional wooden and copper stills. The use of wooden stills actually adds to the uniqueness of Los Osuna's Blue Agave product. It's actually quite rare these days to find wooden stills used in any kind of commercial production. This is the area where the Reposado and the Añejo are aged in oak barrels at the distillery. So every last step of the production process happens here at the Viñata, right down to bottling and labelling. It's actually quite impressive for such a small production facility.
So about the Blanca right here, it's the least aged, but it's my favorite, and the guy behind the bar said it was his favorite as well. This stuff is smooth, and I'm not an aficionado of tequila at all, and this has a really nice peppery, it's almost like a peppery taste to me.
Yeah, the Los Osuna tequila, even though it's not officially tequila, it can't be legally called tequila. Even though it's Blue Agave, it's still recognized by an awful lot of tequila aficionados as a really, really fine product. A fine tequila, but they just can't call it tequila, not legally. So it's 100% pure Blue Agave. So it's a fine, rare drink if you can get your hands on it. And we recommend you do. So if you're really lucky and you time it right and you happen to be here, you can witness them harvesting, and then the following day you'll see them load the piñas into the ovens.
It's our second time here. Sign me up.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
I'll drink to that.
Why not? Somebody's got to. If you're driving, getting to Los Osuna Distillery is pretty straightforward, and getting here by bus is easy as well. The bus leaves from a small secondary station for local bus routes. This small station is located directly behind Mazatlan Central Bus Station. From this secondary terminal, take a bus heading toward the small village of Lenoria. This leaves at 11 a.m. every morning. The fare is 40 pesos and the bus ride takes about an hour. Let the driver and attendant know you're going to Los Osuna, and they will stop. From the highway, it is a 1-mile walk to the distillery through the agave fields. Be prepared for that. The bus back to Mazatlan leaves the village of Lenoria at 3 p.m. and stops where it dropped you off at about 5 after 3. Note that these buses, while they are daily, they aren't that frequent, and of course, schedules and fares are always subject to change.